In this video, we will learn about physical hazard. Do you know what is physical hazard? A physical hazard is an agent, factor or circumstance that can cause harm to the body without necessarily touching it. Physical hazards are a common source of injuries in many industries. In this video, we will discuss about 4 different types of physical hazards: radiation, noise, heat, and vibration. Now, we will start with radiation. Radiation is energy spreading out from a source. For example, when we switch on a light bulb, light comes to us by the radiation process. When the sun rises, we feel warm because the sun radiates energy in the form of light and heat. Radiation does not need a medium to travel. Radiation is divided into 2 categories: ionizing radiation and non-ionizing radiation. Ionizing radiation is given off by X-ray machines and radioactive materials. Some amount of background ionizing radiation is present everywhere. It comes from the Earth and outer space. Ionizing radiation can kill cells and alter the reproductive cells. Non-ionizing radiation can come from sun, light bulbs, electric power lines, radio and TV antennas. Research indicates that long-term exposure to UV rays may increase the risk of skin cancer. In this case, minimizing exposure is the key to protection. The footage shows the Chernobyl disaster in 1986, which is one of the biggest nuclear accidents in history. In this accident, many suffered from acute radiation sickness and delayed radiation sickness. Acute radiation sickness is characterized by nausea, vomiting, diarrhea and anorexia. And delayed radiation sickness leads to intermediate effect and late genetic and somatic effects. For an instance, mutation, cancer and infertility. For radiation hazard, it is advisable to wear required personal protective and monitoring equipment while handling radioactive substances, also occasional checkups with doctors. Industries that actively deal with radioactive materials required to do decontamination frequently, assess the dosage of substances, and do sampling to every effluence. Vibration is produced by rotating machines like chainsaws and drills and impacting tools such as a jackhammer. Bumpy roads can also cause vibration to the passengers in the car. Vibration exposure occurs when we come in contact with vibrating tools, seats, or floors. Vibration are divided into 2 types: hand-arm vibration and whole-body vibration. Hand-arm vibration is the vibration effect that is localized to the hand and arm. It may cause direct injury to the fingers and hands and affects feeling, dexterity, and grip of the hand. It is due to exposure to vibration from power tools such as jackhammer, pneumatic rock drillers, and so on. Whole body vibration may cause damage to muscles and joints. In the beginning there is pain that becomes an injury with time. Riding in a car or truck, on a gravel road in a campground or park, or riding some amusement rides may expose you to whole body vibration. In case of vibration hazard, precautionary steps should be implemented by the employers or managements by giving regular breaks and routine changes, specifying speed limits and redesigning a process that reduce vibration exposure. Noise hazard happens when noise begins interfering with communication and warning signals on the job and causes chronic health problems. These hazards occur when workers are exposed to sounds that are greater than 85 decibels, weighted over 8 hours shift. Several sound measuring instruments are available to measure the noise levels in a workspace. These include sound level meters, noise dosimeters, and octave band analyzers. Hearing loss is the common illness associated to noise. There are 2 categories of hearing loss: conductive and sensory hearing loss. Conductive hearing loss is generally due to physical damage or infection. Sensory hearing loss is due to damage or a malfunction of the inner ear, auditory nerve, or brain. This kind of hearing loss is due to aging and exposure to loud noises more than 85 decibels. Noise hazards at workplace can be reduced by building enclosures, sound barriers, or soundproof cabs to contain the blaring sound of equipment and machines. Proper maintenance also get rid of unwanted noise. Remember, even after all those containment steps, a worker should always equipped with earmuffs and limit their exposure time by arranging work roster system. Heat hazard is an exposure to an extreme heat, which can result in occupational illnesses and injuries. It is divided into 2 categories, one is very hot and another one is very cold. These can be very dangerous to human health. For hot environment exposure, serious heat illness may occur when the body is unable to cool itself through sweating. For example, heat exhaustion and heat stroke. If actions are not taken to treat heat exhaustion, the illness could progress into heat stroke and possibly death. About cold environment issue, our bodies are unable to acclimatize to cold in the same manner that they can adapt to heat in general. When the body is unable to warm itself, serious cold-related illnesses and injury may occur, and permanent tissue damage and death may result. For a tropical country like ours, heat hazard should be taken into a serious consideration. To avoid heat strokes, workers are encouraged to remove their personal protective equipment while resting. In that sense, under extreme circumstances, frequent rest breaks should be provided. Or else, rescheduling the work time to a cooler times of the day is a better option. That's all about physical hazard in a brief. We hope you all enjoyed the video. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.